Hey, Dr. Thomson, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well today, Dr. Lee.
Yes, we have been doing for the SAT prep for how many years now?
16 years.
We have been doing this for 16 years. However, still some curious parents are asking me about questions, like why is the standardized test so essential to college admissions?
Well, Dr. Lee, I would say this has been true for a very long time indeed. Starting in the early 1960s, shortly after I took the SAT myself for the first time, the more and more admissions committees around the country realized the value of having a record of a standardized test be part of every student's application to this or that particular school. Originally, it was a tool of limited utility, confined to admissions committees at the top Ivy League schools, University of Chicago, Stanford, MIT, Caltech, those institutions. But it became, shall we say, a democratic process more and more after about 1960. And the reason it became so central in the deliberations of these committees was that more and more committee members realized, wait a minute, what do these grades actually signify? And so they realized the SAT already exists, the ACT already exists, and these are reasonably objective tests of the student's ability to apply critical thinking to the materials they have to deal with, materials very similar to what we actually prescribe in our curriculum. And so more and more over time, the admissions tests became part and parcel of the overall profile of every individual student. They were objective, whereas students' grades were necessarily going to be subjectively applied by a particular teacher in a particular class in a particular school. No uniform standards, nothing prescribed in any of that. How are we to tell that this student's A was equal to that student's A? There was no basis for that assumption. So we have to have something that's part of the package, so to speak, part of what admissions committee members look at, which actually gives them some objective measure of where this student is on the developmental scale.
Well, thank you for your answering this question.